Amber here from the Gardening Sisters, and in today's video I am going to be bringing you guys basically a order video of all of my David Austin roses that are supposed to be arriving pretty soon. So it is February, and according to their website in my area, February is when they say that it is safe for me to apparently start planting bare root roses. So sometime here in February, they should be sending me my bare root roses. Today is February 7th, and I thought I would just come outside since the weather is so nice. It's so beautiful outside, y'all, and it is hot. I didn't think it was going to be this hot outside today, and by hot I mean 72. So the sun is directly on me, so it is pretty warm where I am sitting. And I am in zone 8B for you guys that don't know, if this is your first time tuning in. So we start to warm up pretty early in the year. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys that I already have 3 David Austin roses already here. I have Tranquility, James L. Austin, and Darcy Bustle. I ordered those roses last year, so I already have those. I'm trying to wait for my other roses to come so that I can just plant all of them at the same time. And honestly, I'm kind of hoping that these roses don't make it until probably like the week of the 22nd, around that time, because February is still tricky for us. Sometimes we can still get pretty cold temperatures outside, so I'm kind of nervous to transfer my roses that I already have here from out of the pot into the ground, and I'm kind of nervous to plant those bare root roses as well, just because I don't know if we're going to get another cold snap. Those roses that I got, they were actually 2-quart potted roses, and at the time that I ordered them, bare root roses were not being sent out, and I really wanted those David Austin roses, so I just went ahead and paid the extra. I think it's extra for the quart roses. So those are the 3 that I already have, and now I'm just going to quickly go through a list of the roses that I am expecting to come here soon. A lot of these roses are like pinks, dark kind of magentas. I think I do have some whites, maybe an orange, and a few yellow. So the first one is the Queen Elizabeth bare root rose, and all of the roses that I ordered from David Austin, I do believe all of their roses do have a scent. Some have less of a scent, but the ones that I ordered, they for sure have it. So the fragrance for this one is light, and it is a pink rose, and you'll see because the roses will be popping up on the screen. And it says that this one can get from 6 feet tall to 4 feet wide. So I need to kind of go through this for myself and actually figure out where I kind of want to place these, because my taller roses are for sure going to have to go in the back because I don't want them to block. And I wanted to order a lot of roses because I wanted an easier garden this go around. And of course, with roses, these aren't something that you just pick up and dig up and decide that you want to do another theme so per se. So I wanted something that I knew would come back consistently every year and be better and better, and I figured that I would just do a rose garden. I love David Austin roses compared to like your knockout roses that you can buy from your big box stores. I just think that they offer a very beautiful selection, and you're bound to find something that you really like. So that is why I went with David Austin. And so the next one is going to be Princess Anne, and this is another, and all of these, like I said, are bare root roses. So this is a medium tea fragrance. This one gets 4 foot tall and 4.5 feet wide, and this is another pink rose, as you guys can see. So I like a lot of double flowers, and I don't really order a lot of single flower roses, but I do think one of the ones that I ordered is going to be a single. And a lot of my other pieces that are going to just kind of go in between my roses, flowers are obviously going to be a lot smaller, and they're going to kind of be like filling in the gaps. So those may be some singles. I actually, now that I just think about it, I'm recording 2 videos in one. So I just recorded a seed starting video where I started some cosmos, and a lot of those cosmos are single petal flowers. So I think that those are going to be very nice, kind of intertwined in between my roses to kind of offset a lot of those double blooms that I am going to have. Now this next one I was very excited about. It is a dark pink, and this is Thomas A. Becket. So this one is a medium old rose smell, and it can range from 5 feet tall to 4 feet wide. So Again, a lot of these roses that I ordered, these are going to be your repeat flowers. I try to stay away from the ones that only kind of give you one flush and then they're done, just because I don't really want any empty spots in my garden. So the next one is Winchester Cathedral. This one is absolutely beautiful. It is a white rose. Now, Tranquility is a white rose, and that was the only rose for me last year that did not flower. I did see some other customers, they did say that theirs didn't flower their first year either. So I am really hoping that my Tranquility rose will flower for me this year, because it didn't the last year. But I do know that sometimes flowers, roses are no different. Sometimes when you get them the first year, they need time to adjust. So hopefully with me taking it out of this pot and putting it in the ground, maybe it'll have better nutrients this time, and hopefully it will adjust well to the ground versus being in a pot. So like I said, so the Winchester, I don't know if I told you, this is a medium old rose. This one is 4 feet tall and 4 feet wide. So the next one that we have is the Lark Ascending rose. Now this one is a little bit more of an open flower. It still does have those multiple kind of petals on it, but I did like this one. I thought that this one was very pretty. I love the apricot color of it. So the fragrance on this is a light tea myrrh, and it can be 5.5 feet tall to 5.5 feet wide. Really looking forward to these roses taking over and really filling in the space in my garden. And a lot of these roses on David Austin, that I like about them is that they can still thrive well in shady areas if you don't have somewhere to put them as far as full sun. And some of these actually do prefer shaded areas. So if you're worrying about that, like I said, David Austin, they offer so many different types of roses that I'm sure that there will be something that you can find for yourself that you would like, or that will work for your area. And the next one that I have is Bring Me Sunshine, and this is actually one of the new roses that they have. So this is a orange, kind of like an orange yellow flower that they have. Some of these flowers, like, they will start off one color and then they will turn into the color that they are actually going to be. So this is a medium strong myrrh, and this one is 4 feet tall, 4 feet wide. And this one also can be in full sun to shady areas. So I can't wait to use these roses as cut flowers to bring into my home, because this past year, when I would come outside and my roses would be in bloom, my entire walkway would smell like my roses, and it just smelled so nice. So I'm very excited about having way more of these roses this year. Now this next one, this was the one that I told you guys it was in, and then it was out, and then it was back in, and I hurry up and I got it before it went back out of stock. And this is the Munstead Wood. This one is very, very popular at David Austin, because every time I've ever gone on this website, it has been out of order, and right now it even says that it is out of order. So the color for this one is a deep velvety crimson. This has a strong old rose / fruity smell. And this one is going to get 3 feet tall to 3.5 feet wide. So this is definitely going to be one of my ones that is going to be towards the front. And I'm actually really excited about that, because I really like this one. It's one of my favorites that I ordered. So I definitely want this to be towards the front of my garden, to be seen off of the driveway. I have a yellow rose, and this one is the Poet's Wife. Now initially when I saw this rose, I kind of battled back and forth whether I wanted this one, because initially I didn't really see anything special about it. But if you guys have heard of Ben, he posts a lot of rose photos from his garden, and when I actually saw what the rose looked like in person and not just the stock photo, I really thought that this would be a rose that I would like. So I went ahead and picked this one up. And he is on YouTube, if you guys are wondering. He's also on Instagram as well. This one is, of course, a rich yellow. The fragrance is a strong fruity, and it is 4 feet tall to 4 feet wide. So a lot of these can be put in pots and containers. Some recommend for as a rose border, but this one again is it's great for both sun and shaded areas. So that is going to be it for the Poet's Wife. Now I am down to my last order, which contains a few roses. And the first one, I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. It is Desdemona Bare Root Rose, and this is another white rose, another one that I have been wanting for a while. And none of these roses that I ordered, let me say, are climbing roses because I don't have anywhere for them to climb. I can create a climbing area, but my area that I could do that, I'm actually thinking about doing something different. So this is, like I said, it is white. It is a strong old rose, 4 feet tall, 3 feet wide. And this one is good for pots and containers, and this one actually says that it recommends full sunlight. So the next one that I have is also a new this year rose, and this one is Elizabeth, and this is another pink. This is a pale pink apricot according to the website. And this is a strong, sweet old rose smell, 4.5 feet tall, 4.5 feet wide. And this can be partial sun to full sun. And there's a lot of other information on here, but I just want to show you guys the roses that I am going to be getting. So when the roses get here, all we have to do is get straight into putting them in the ground. The next one is another light pink rose, and this is Eustacia Vi. And if you guys don't know by now, if you haven't picked up from the theme, I love pink. Pink is my favorite color, so I feel like you can never have too many pink flowers, but a lot of these are pink, so I had to kind of make sure I went in and got some whites, some oranges, some yellows to keep my garden from being completely pink, to offset those light and those darker pinks that I got. So the Eustacia Vi is strong fruity, it's 4 feet tall and 3 feet wide, and it also can be shady to full sun. And you guys can just see for yourself, these roses are absolutely stunning, and I cannot wait to see them growing full bloom in my garden this year. Now the next one is Mulino, I think that's how you say it. This is a rich yellow, and this has a light medium to tea musk smell, 4 feet tall, 3 feet wide, and it is again going to be full sun to partial shade. And I am getting down to the last two. So this one is Nai Bivan or Nai Bivan. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but this is a pale yellow. And I really like this one because I love how it has that nice kind of buttery yellow color in the middle. And then it has the outer leaves are kind of like a white kind of off butter color. I love that. I'm really excited to see this one in my garden as well. So this one is a light medium myrrh and 3.5 feet tall to 3.5 feet wide. So I'll definitely be making sure that this is one of my showcases towards the front, since it is a smaller rose, and I definitely love the way this one looks. So I have to figure out how I'm going to kind of place these. I'll probably kind of sketch out something so that way I'll make sure none of too many of the pinks are together, and that the colors can offset each other well. And the last one that I got is Pristine, and this is a hybrid tea. This is a blush white. The fragrance is strong and sweet, and it is 4 feet tall and 2 feet wide. So this may be I think this one is going to be a centerpiece rose for me. This one may sit in the center of my garden. I love this one because although there are still quite a few petals on here, they aren't as cupped the way a lot of the other roses I have are. So I think that this one being in the middle and then the rest kind of being on the outside of it, I think that this is going to be a nice look for my garden. And so of course this is what I'm thinking now, but now that I'm thinking about it, as soon as I finish this video, I probably will sit down and sketch out my garden just so I can see where I want everything to go. So that is pretty much it. Those are all of the roses. So I think all in all I have about 16 or 17, including the ones that are already here. And I am ready to share videos of these roses with you guys. I hope that you guys will enjoy these roses just as much as I will. I hope that you guys will really find some joy from looking at those. I know I can watch rose videos all day. I love watching rose videos. I love to see how other people have their roses in their garden, and I especially love seeing those climbing roses in the entranceway. So something that I would love to do, I would love to travel to the David Austin Rose factory and just get to walk through that all day and see all of their roses. I hope one day that I do get a chance to do that. So that's really going to conclude this video. If you guys have any David Austin roses already, please do let me know down in the description box which roses you guys already have, or if you don't have any, which ones you would like to have. I'd love to discuss that down in the comment section below. That is going to be it. I do want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like this video, please do give me a big thumbs up, as this will help our channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also turn on your notification bell so that you will know every time we post new content. And until next time, I will see you guys in the next video, which is going to be us putting those David Austin roses in the ground.